All right. Well, as we get here to our Colossus of the Dry Lands, we find ourselves near an inn, have a laugh, where, of course, our friends have been moving themselves around, finding instruments and types of technology in order to distract uh, the what we like to call around these parts the not jakes, going in and around infused with yellow essential that seems in of itself to carry the emotional weight and the malice of a slain colossus from which it was taken, as though its very soul was encased in it, which of course everybody it was. And because we were talking about the Appalachian accent, that's what I'm doing instead of a Western, apparently.
Hey, at least it's not a redneck. Oh, wait.
But here we go. So with that, all friends, all friends went on down. And there we go. That's what I want to do. And after getting what I need, they went out and began to gather all the not jakes around, getting them in a kind of a little rodeo, and now need to distract and separate in order to fulfill their needs. Now, I believe, do we have the party separated a little bit?
Yeah, we're a little separated.
So I think Bones is by themselves.
Correct.
All right. So Bones would be far away, and Shepherd Pew and Jake are essentially very close to one another. Does that sound right? Therefore?
Yes, but Jake has the high ground, and I'm in the thick of it with the enemy.
All right. Jake has the high ground.
Oh, what's he standing on?
The wall.
All right. Let me go ahead and get this battle map so we can make sure that.
I'm trying. You can just zip it. Sorry, guys. I didn't know you guys were going to be at a gate, and I never painted it. So there we go. I somehow blanked Friday out of my mind from last week.
It's fine. Havelaugh is known for their gorgeous, pristine white gates.
There.
Paint the town white is what they said, not red.
All right. So Jake and Shepard are close by each other, but Jake's got high ground. Right? How many doggies?
Jake's on the wall.
Oh, you didn't say that. Is Shepard on the wall too?
No, he's on the ground in front of the wall.
Shepard on the wall?
No. He's underground.
Where are the doggies then?
On the ground.
I have 3 doggies. You're going to have to live with that.
So I think 3 are by Bones and 1's by the other one, or do I have that reversed?
1's by Bones and 3 is by Shepard.
I only have 3 doggies.
Oh, okay, 3 by Shepard, 1 by Bones.
Okay, well, Bones is getting 2. No, Bones getting 1, Shepard's getting 2, because I only have 3.
All right.
The big guys will have to count as more.
Yeah. Those are big knot jakes. I love it. Look at those knot jakes.
Give me my stick.
Let's put it over there.
Where?
And
Motherfucker,
I'm
who's my stick?
currently a panther or a
Mine.
wolf, whatever mini you got.
Not yours.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Brad?
I'm either a panther or a wolf, whatever mini you have available.
All
Oh,
right.
he needs a panther or a wolf?
Yeah.
Look at that. Don't touch my stick.
Okay. Very good. So Farla, then, I'll tell her when she gets back. But where do you think you find yourself? I don't know if you heard me.
Where do I find myself?
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
I think I'd be hanging back too.
So,
Put me
Either-
near Shepherd Pew.
okay. Shepherd Pew, which is engaged with the 2 of them.
possibly gleefully
Okay, you
clapping.
can
at
have
me.
a willy big panther or a regular sized wolf.
Obviously, the really big panther. Obviously.
All right, and Farley's going to be by Shepherd Pew. I love it.
What?
All right.
I said it was really big.
All right. So we got those three and the
Oh,
one.
I know what he is. Rar.
Perfect. All right.
Rar.
So I do believe Spotlight should be with the party.
What? Not for long. That's the way this group rolls.
All right. So in this case, the Jakes have gotten down. You've gotten the three. We have not engaged the arsenal yet. And Bones is all by themselves. So what would you like to do?
So should we have them engage the sound and light?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Jake's up on the wall. He'll sort of he'll give the signal.
All right.
What's the signal?
I think him randomly appearing up on the wall next to them.
I'm gonna talk about
Okay, yeah. So they come up. It fires as the noise and the lights come down, and you see the three Jakes being mesmerized. Now, the way this will work here. Sorry, I want to keep saying family because my brain went, oh, God, I'm so sorry. The way this will work here is every time you roll a failure with fear, one of the not Jakes that are currently discombobulated will be reactivated.
Oh no.
Well, so currently three of them are discombobulated, and one is kicking with Bones. As the kids you were talking to before were like, we got it there, Ghost, let's go, woohoo! And people start shouting, and bits of glowing essentia fall down, exploding, vibrating. Like, it's not gonna last too long. You better do what you gotta do and do it quick.
I just want to say I'm so proud of you guys for picking chaos. I'm so proud. How does this go?
Yeah, you all have the spotlights. Whoever would like to go here.
All right, so we're saying the one that's near Bones is still active.
Correct.
Okay. Would you say they're in close range or far range? How?
They would be far from you all.
I will use my fleet ability in my beast form, which allows me to spend a hope to move up to far range without rolling.
You don't need to be there. Sorry about that. Rar.
And I will attempt to attack this thing.
All right.
Now use takedown, which I mark as stress, and I gain a +2 to my proficiency on its attack.
No good. Cut
All right,
all those
15
right there.
fear.
15 with fear is just a success.
Thank goodness. All right.
Why are you moving? Face the right way, lady.
So I do 25 physical damage.
All right. 25 physical. Very good. What do I got here? That will be severe.
I just realized I can use this as a pointer too.
D6. All right, so you come down, teeth baring, biting deep, and as the Essentia explodes from it, begin to hear strange voices coming into your mind, layered, like crawling, almost as if the words were all tentacles wrapping itself around your consciousness, dragging you deep before you release and you see the damaged thing and the voices stop. That was with fear, so this thing will turn around here and
Beast fight, but not that beast, the other beast, the non-trademark name.
Stress.
What do you look for?
A D6.
Well, maybe you should clean up your desk.
We go here. Perfect. Boom. And okay. The Essentia on it glows bright as it will rocket around to everyone within close, which of course is going to be Bones and Shepard for 12 to hit.
Yep.
I leap out the way.
Nice.
You can't hit the panther, he's too pretty.
The Bones, that is going to be 10 physical damage.
Okay.
And as they rocket into you, you hear some of your ribs snap. And you double over in pain. You are vulnerable into your next roll with hope.
Okay. I am going to, because I got attacked and I marked hit points, I am marking a stress as Bones grips her stomach, pulls up a little sand, and blows on it. And you see the sand starts going all around this thing and getting into its crevices. And she is going to hex the creature.
Ooh.
So now, whenever anybody decides to make an action or a damage, they get to add a bonus equal to our tier, which is, I believe, a +1.
You're tier 2.
2. So yeah, everybody gets added +2 now. Until you
Damage or attack roll?
both.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And it's until the GM spends a number of fear equal to your spellcasting trait, which my spellcasting trait would be a 3. So you have to spend 3 fear to get that dust to get out of there.
Right.
Is that just against that enemy?
Yes, it's against this enemy right now.
Okay, yeah.
Sweet.
All right. The spotlight's all yours. Very cool. So one thing you can do in combat too is if you can, if you feel like somebody might be good going after you, you can have your character like shout out to that character to do something. There's ways to like pass it or to move it along. People can also jump into just different ways to progress combat.
So these 3 that are been discombobulated, does that mean that they're are they sort of out of it? Are they stunned?
Yeah, so I would say that yeah, I would call it incapacitated. They're not able to do anything more or less.
Okay.
If they would take a damage, that would bring them out of it.
Sure. Right. So I think what Jake would like to do is he'd like to get down next to one of them. And he wants to try to sniff and see if he can figure out if there is a failsafe or something that can be used to incapacitate them.
Are you sniffing their butt?
Basically.
Ooh, I really like this. So you're trying to see, is there like,
You
can
really
we take
like
a
it,
pound?
these sniffing their butts?
No, shut up. As we are hyped today. I love it. All right. So I don't know why my brain's not working. You are trying to investigate. Go ahead and give me a knowledge roll, Jake.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and use my uncanny instincts to get that up to 3. Plus 3 on that. Let's see if this goes. Come on, be good. That was not good. That is going to be a 10 with fear.
That's a failure with fear, Jake.
Okay.
All right. Which means as you sniff up its butt, trying to see if there's some type of reactor core, this particular one is the one that activates and moves. Go ahead, marker stress on it. And it's going to itself go ahead and jet around.
I think that's the one you should sleep.
So this is going to be Jake and Farla.
Nom 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 nom.
As it tries to ram its body into you, only for a 9 to hit on each.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Phil will tell us when he comes back. There it is. Hey, Phil, did a 9 hit?
Sorry about that. No, it does not.
All right. How do you both get out of the way?
You know Farla, she's gonna leap with her fawny legs right out of the way.
I think Jake goes pancake on the ground.
I love it. As you get out, it opens its mouth as a large array of yellow essentia comes out. Energy begins to swirl around it and shoot in a beam for 16 against your evasion.
Ooh, that hits.
That will hit.
Okay, this is just against Jake.
Okay.
And this would be 12 magic damage.
Okay, we're going to use an armor slot to
Jake,
release.
remember you have my talisman. You can
Okay.
remember, so you can knock it down and reduce the number of hit points by 1.
Okay. I guess I will do that then instead of using an armor slot. So I'll just mark 1 HP. Yep.
Very cool. With that, I will pass the spotlight to the party.
Well then, I think now is a good time to look around and decide that things aren't looking so good for us. Given the size of these beasts, they seem to be unusually large, and I'm going to use Rogue's Dodge to spend 3 hope and gain +2 to my evasion, bringing it to 18. And I'd like to attack with my dagger.
Let's go.
The first fella is gonna take, well, it's a 17 with fear.
Got it. Okay, that does hit.
And that's 16 damage.
Okay.
On the, I would like to hit the Black Panther, please.
Why are you hitting me?
That's separate.
No, that's not what I meant.
The one that I
Doggy that's on the Black Panda? Because we should be specific here.
I thought that there were 3 dogs, and we were, sorry, 3
There
not
are
great.
3 dogs, but I only have 3 dogs. Because there's 3 dogs here and 1 dog.
Oh, I didn't even see the little fella on the left. Sorry, my bad. Oh, I'm sorry, Shepherd Pooh.
Yeah, I assumed you were hitting the one that's been smacking you and Jake.
Yes, I did.
Perfect. Okay. Here we go.
Now I understand where that third one's come from. Excellent.
Perfect. Okay, right now there's 2 that are active. All right, with that.
Wait, before you move on. Given that I'm standing right next to an ally, you might say. Would you say I'm
Yes.
standing next to an ally?
Yes, you are.
I'd like to sneak attack, which would give me a 12.
Did you have a 12 before?
It was a 16 before, and this time it's a 12.
So that's 28 total.
Yes, 28 total, and because of the dagger being a little bit fancy, the target must also mark a stress.
Oh, that's super good. Okay, so that's severe damage. As you go through, and you see some of the Essentia crack at your blade, as it looks like a bit of its power source has been damaged. And it will go ahead and take its turn now. All right. With that, it shoots into the air now and spins. As it does, a jet of yellow flame puts out of its body, and it's going to make an attack against you and Jake. Only for a 7. How do you get it out of the way?
With a 7, I feel like it doesn't even get close.
Yep.
Maybe it coughs. It's like.
I love it. All right. I like that. So it begins coughing. As it does, a silver gas that seems to be sparking with yellow sparks within it releases like an exhaust in the area. And I need both of you to give me a finesse reaction.
That won't work here.
18.
21.
Whew,
Why
you
is it
both
rolling so high?
you both succeed against its gas, and I'll pass the spotlight.
Bones on the ground, pulls out her little wand, but this wand looks like a revolver. She aims it, and she goes bippity boppity pew pew, and shoots at the thing.
Yes.
That is going to be a 14 plus 5 is 19 with hope,
That hits.
for 11 magical damage.
It's major.
Yes.
Be too far away.
Get him, Shepard. He's hurt.
I will notice that the thing's attention has shifted to Bones, and I will attempt to take out its leg.
Got it.
Alright, that's going to be. I get a +2 from your thing still, right?
Yep.
18 hope.
That hits. Very good. Solid bite and grab.
21 physical.
How do you want to do this?
So again, I grab its back leg and I will rip at it, and I basically begin to tear it apart.
Tear it apart. You hear emergency destruct as the sensor core explodes out in shrapnel against the two of you. I need instinct reactions, please.
Ooh, that's gonna be a 9, 11, 12.
18.
Okay, so then just bones. That will be 13 magic damage from the sensor explosion. You all have the spotlight.
Having dodged some of the shrapnel. Oh, no, go on.
I was just gonna say Bones takes to the air.
Okay. What you doing?
That was it.
All right. So you essentially have to do an agility roll to just move according to the rules, unless you also attack or do another thing.
Oh, I was saying for my character flying. If I have to start flying because I'm a fairy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand you fly up in the air. So if you don't do an action, the rules would say you have to do a roll anyway.
Okay.
So you might want to take it, is what I'm saying.
And I will fly closer. then that is an agility. So that will be 16 hope.
Very good. So you how so you wanted to fly over to where the other Jakes are?
To the wall.
All right. Bones flies to the wall. And I'll still have the spotlight.
What can you see over there? That's not what Fala sounds like. What can you see over there? And Fala's gonna head towards the not Jake by the wall, closest to the wall. And attempt again to stab with her dagger. And this time, it's a 20 with fear. Goodness me, we're really rolling with fear these days. And the damage on the dagger, if it is allowed to hit a 20,
Yes.
is 21 with 1 stress.
Nice. All right. So
And I
that
want
is
you
going
to
to be
imagine
severe
us.
and a stress. All right. You see the bright glow within dampen somewhat. This particular thing is now slower, so it is vulnerable.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
So
That was with fear.
That was with fear. Awesome. So, just mechanically, because you were marking the stress, you maxed out its stress, which also means it can't do some of its crazy moves it was doing before. And since it's maxed out stress, it's also vulnerable. So, just the key to that the ability is very good. You did a good job. All right. That was with fear. So now it's just going to go ahead and take a bite out of. We'll try to bite Farla here for 14 to hit.
No! Fala leaps out of the way with her caprine legs and sticks out her tongue.
All right. We'll spend another fear because they still can be spotlighted twice. And I just got a nat 20 for a crit.
Ah! Rude!
Farla. So that
That'll-
is. Oh,
We're gonna do a what is it called? Not this time. Jake will spend 3 hope. He lets out a high pitched. There's a high pitched tone that comes out that distracts it. You have to re-roll that die.
Oh,
there we
thank you.
go. 4 and 8. How do you get out of the way? What's this look like?
Maybe because of Jake's bark, Fala's like, what was that? What's the problem? And in turning, avoids the attack.
Perfect. And I pass the spotlight to y'all.
Jake will have his little great staff pop out of his shoulder, his little great staff cannon pop out of his shoulder. He'll take a shot at this thing.
Let's go.
That is a 14 with fear.
Okay. That will be a failure with fear.
Okay.
Okay, so with that, you hear "Doom" as the one next to you knocks out of the pattern that it's in, and it will mark a stress.
Will it now?
Yes. It is going to go ahead and release its gas to everyone in close, which I think might be our Bones as well.
Where'd my knifey go? Knifey. Yeah.
Okay, so that is finesse reaction from Farla, Jake, and Bone.
I need the knifey in a different color. It keeps hiding on the map.
Now 15.
10.
Okay, so then there's just Bones as the Yellow Essentia gets in, and this in particular form of malice brings out your deepest regret or thing you're ashamed of. and begins to manifest it. For here, it's just going to manifest in your mind as though they are shaming you. Bring it all to the forefront. What happens, Bones?
Oh, for Bones, since everyone just sees her go blank-faced, but in her mind, she sees the child she gave away at a very young age because the prophecy demanded her not to have a child.
Oh.
That is heavy. Very good, though. You will mark 3 stress.
Oh, shit.
Experience. What is this child's name?
Faith.
Faith. Gia makes a note. Okay, and spotlights the parties.
What are you doing, Shepard?
I'm gonna go engage on this thing. So I will again mark a hope so I don't have to roll to cover fear distance, or far distance rather.
Nice.
And I will take an attack. And this will be another takedown.
Nice.
Holy crap. So 31, but with fear.
Well, you definitely hit. Tell me. Going for the weakened one?
Yeah.
All right, roll the damage.
Uh, 25 physical.
How do you want to do this?
So this time, as Farla stuck out her tongue and drew the ire of this thing, it focuses on her. As she turns around, I pounce over the top of her, and I will come down on top of the thing, and I will remove its head.
Nice. With that, explosion of the Ascension comes out of the broken neck. Boom. And I think at this point is the whole party needing an instinct roll against this.
Because I went, boom!
11?
7.
15.
15.
All right, so just Farla and Jake, 11 magic damage.
I got the same as Bones did.
Farla and Pew.
Yeah, it was me that got a 7.
Sorry about that, Jake.
Making sure. Just making sure.
I will spend a hope to keep up my swarm and take the most of the damage to that.
Like spotlights to with your oh, it was with fear, wasn't it? All right. I think the next one then sees what you did here, and at this point, the Ascension begins to vibrate in this one's body, working up to this high whine, as just it is the deepest sense of shame that comes up, but it's like has no target. It's just worthlessness and how horrible you are that starts to try to well into your minds. As I need the party to please give me a presence reaction.
14.
18.
19.
19.
All right, Farla's the only one that fails. as we go to that will be 16 direct damage, which
Does
means
that mean-
armor. Yeah, which means you cannot use armor.
Oh gosh, that's not good. Okay, but it happens. Action resolves.
All right, still up.
I'm still up, but it's not looking good.
Okay. All right. With that, I'm going to spend a little bit of fear here. So, as they say, they go, "Y'all better hurry up!" As you see black smoke rise. We're going to keep it going, but we don't know how much longer. All right. We have 3 moves until the machine explodes in camp, hurting the young people whom you had asked to help. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do 4 moves because it sounds better to me. So we'll do 4 moves as I'll pass the spotlight.
Jake's gonna try to put this activated one to sleep.
Got it.
So, jeez, at least that's not with fear. That's gonna be a 14 with hope.
Okay, that will fail as the activated one. In this case, is just going to go ahead, open its mouth, try to take a big bite out of the original for 15 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That is 9.
Is the talisman a one-off thing, Bones?
Yeah, it was.
That-
Sorry.
So reduce an armor to just take 1. Yeah, Jake is smoking. He's not looking good.
All right. I'll activate one more time as it rears up and comes down with its paws, and there is this incredibly loud sound. And I need a strength reaction from the sonic boom.
$15.
5.
9.
11.
All right, then everyone except Jake, describe to me what happens for this to make you vulnerable, and mark it on your sheet.
Oh no.
I fall off the wall.
Ah! Goes low.
Oh.
I think the sound will
What was that?
the sound will blow out my eardrums and leave me discombobulated.
Okay.
I think Farla trips on her lasso tied to her belt.
Oh, and I'll pass the spotlight.
I'd like to move closer to the two, as close as I can to both, to the point where maybe I could be very close to both. Do you reckon?
All right,
Yeah.
do this. I like the currently. Just right. You do, the other one is not activated.
And if I hit it, I presume it activates. Is that correct?
Correct. So what you could totally do, that might be the best move. I'm just here to remind and to
Mm-hmm.
make sure
Mhm.
everyone's doing what they want to do.
No. Yes.
I understand.
Yes. No.
Does everyone have AoE abilities?
That's what I was thinking.
'Cause if we
I
have the
mean,
resources
I've
to do
got
it.
something that can hit both of them. Is that
My question is, do we want to take one prisoner?
Can we?
Do you have enough manacles for all the legs? Sorry.
We have a fanciful Essentia-powered rope that likes tying things by its own will.
What would be the intent behind it?
I thought that Jake wanted to get in its brain a little more.
Does Jake want to? Didn't Jake almost lose himself last time he tried to do that?
It's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Jake would maybe be interested in taking the thing apart, but I don't
Okay.
think it has to be alive to do that.
Okay, I think I misunderstood. In that case, let's hit it. Seeing as I'm within very close, I'm going to spend a hope to make an AoE roll.
Nobody's concerned that Jake likes to take apart his own kind. Just me? Okay.
It's very pointedly not his kind.
For better or for worse, I got an 11 using the bonus that Bones gave me with fear.
11 with fear. All right. Well, it was activate anyway, so it activates. And
Oh, I'm sorry, Kurt.
here we go. So all right, perfect. So it does activate, and it's going to immediately strike here. So it's going to mark stress and activate one of its tactics and release the gas that goes about trying to drain. And we're going to go ahead and have you do the finesse reaction rolls, please.
There's a 10.
18.
18.
20.
All right, then just Jake, that is 3. Well, what is the regret or shame that comes up with Jake? If you have to take that slightly different direction, do so, because Jake's a little bit of a different character.
That he couldn't keep his creator's secrets, as evidenced by these not Jakes.
So this is a regret. This thing pulls you into the moment. You can't think forward or what to do next. It's just right here. The threat seems so large because of what you've done. So you were marked 3 stress.
Yep.
All right. I will let you all have the spotlight.
Bones from on the ground reaches out and goes, "Come, my pretties." And she is going to try to vicious entangle these creatures.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely close enough. Let's roll it.
That is a crit. 2 3s.
Oh! Marker hope and relieve a stress.
Okay. So that is going to be 8 plus. That's going to be 17 damage, and I'm going to spend a hope and restrain both of them on this.
Very good. So 17, that is major damage to both. So restrain for everyone simply means that they cannot move. And from what you've been able to see, the majority of what they do is within close range on melee. So whatever you want to do with that information. In case I'll pass the spotlight.
Alright. I will shift back into my humanoid form and take a couple steps back to where I'm in far range. And we'll yell at the people who are helping us out. Go ahead and shut it down. We'll take it from here. And I will pull out my rifle and take a shot.
You said far, correct?
Yes.
All right, just in time, it gets shut down. roll.
Aim for the forehead. I'm giving you an advantage.
Ooh, thank you. I needed that. Let's see here. Roll a d6. That'll do it. 16 hope.
Yes, and certainly it will. Let's see that damage.
17 physical.
Right. That's just at 1, or is it 2?
Just a 1.
Got it.
If we've already hit 1 before, I'm targeting the weaker 1.
You got it. All right. You said it was with Hope, right?
Yes, sir.
So mark Hope, and who would like to go next?
Jake will also move away to get out to far range. And he will spend his 2 hope for an arcane barrage.
Ooh.
So little compartments open up along his sides and little missiles come out, basically. There is no roll, it's just going to take 2d6 damage.
Heck yes.
Nice. That's 11 damage that it takes.
That'll be enough for Major.
Yep.
You'll start the spotlight.
Farla, get out of there.
I have a melee weapon. I think I'm gonna try one more time to do my Rain of Blades spell that conjures daggers from the air and slices up what's in front of me. So I'm gonna spend a hope to try that. And
I'm gonna give you a hope for advantage as the vines kind of rip crap around the creature and spread it open for you.
ooh, nice. In that case, a 20 with hope.
Heck yes, that it's.
Excellent. And are they vulnerable by perchance?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah, because aren't they?
No, they're not vulnerable. I'm sorry, they're restrained.
They're restrained. Right. In that case, it's just 8 damage on one of them. And then 11 on the other. Unless you do the same damage for both.
I usually do the same for both.
Okay, well, 8 then. 8 damage.
Okay, so you do that, and the other one's cracking. Looks like it's near ready to expire.
I'm gonna take my chance and do exactly as I was told and leap back after doing that attack.
So it's a close distance away.
Thank you very much.
Still with Hope, so spotlights the parties.
Bones, you want to back up and take a pot shot? Hopefully avoid the death effect.
Yeah, we're gonna try. I'm going to try to fly into the air. I'll make an agility roll. 2 5s. Another critical.
For crit, there you go.
Goodbye, Shepherd. These bones still got some work in them. And then she's going to pull back and go abracadabra, blam, and send out a shot. Or that is going to. I don't think that was 6, 9, 11 with fear.
Oh, your attack was 11 with fear. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That will certainly fail. All right. So I'm actually going to go ahead and create this one. All right. So, all at once, the mouth opens up And this one can do a far beam aiming at Bones. Yellow essential beam comes out for 15.
Yeah, that does it.
That is 7 magic damage.
Okay.
All right. Y'all moved away. All I have are these things. So they're going to keep doing them. As they begin to whine. So this would be people still in close, which I think is just Farla.
Oh, great.
So this is a presence reaction.
Okay. 5 critical success? Do we accept crit successes? on
Yeah!
the- Yes! Thank goodness.
All right. Able to
Okay, me.
avoid the emotional explosion, and I will pass the spotlight back.
Jake, do you know any secret buttons or exhaust we can plug? Something to put these things where they came from.
I do, and I will shoot it in the head.
I love it.
15 fear.
15 fear. That is a success, though.
For 13 physical damage on the weakened one.
Got it. How do you want to do this?
As I said, I shoot it right in the eye. Push the
Okay.
shutdown button.
Yeah, I love it. And I tell you what, I'll give you an option. If you'd like to spend 2 stress, you can shut down its self-destruct as well.
Ooh.
I will spend the stress.
All right. Ooh, it does not explode.
After you take that shot, Shepard, Farla's gonna say, "You're a cracking shot!" And you may clear the stress because those words are so inspirational to you.
Very nice. How much did I clear?
1 stress.
Okay. That was with fear.
Thank you for reminding me. I was like, it's dead. No, because there's another one. It doesn't work that way, Jim. All right, so as with everyone away, it's going to go ahead. Go do that and spend 2. So, interesting. I would say the vines. Well, I'm going to spend another fear. So the vines around it break the restraint condition as it rockets. Again, unfortunately, only hitting Farla. As we'll see if it hits. Trying to get there. Only a 5. How do you jut out of the way?
I would like to imagine that Farla, you know, in like old children's cartoons, when someone's scared, I think Scooby-Doo jumps into Shaggy's arms.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would like to do with Shepherd Pugh, if possible. Like, oh, Scooby!
Yeah, except you did shift back.
I did, yeah.
It's okay.
Oh, too far away? Okay.
No,
never
you're
mind.
fine. I was talking to Art Department.
Okay.
I think you're totally good. And that's what makes you avoid as it tries to hit the ground. And no one's around for its effect to happen. But it will then go and move a close distance towards Jake. I can't tell, there should be only 1 on the field currently.
Yeah, I know. Removing the self-destruct one.
Then
Shut up.
we will pass the spotlight.
Oh, no, broke its leg again.
What do you see, Bones?
I will try to stop it from running towards Jake. So, as I see it start sprinting away, I go, I didn't tell you could go anywhere, bad dog. Is going to be a 10 with fear. My power's failing. This is bad.
You got it. All right. With that, here we go. It's going to go ahead and do its tactics. And you can see, I think, Jake, this close, it seems like it's almost loading random protocols in order to deal with it. So it's you can see from this, though, there's some type of emotional drive. There's not necessarily a high intelligence to the drive. It's still following like things. So they're not like individuals too much like you are. Still kind of programmed, oddly. Not even instinctual, really. All right, but with that, they let out. So this will be everyone within close of this one, art department.
That's only going to be Jake.
Only going to be Jake. Jake, give me. Sorry, this finesse reaction.
19.
19, you're able to get out of the way so that this shame gas does not get you. And we'll go to the next one, which it lays out its flame jets for a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, that will be 7 physical damage.
Let me make sure I'm reading this right. Okay. Yeah. Jake is down.
No, Jake!
Jake, death move.
I. Well, so I don't have any hope. So.
You don't have to spend hope on a death move.
Okay.
So when you go to 0, the death moves are you can survive, you can risk it all, to roll your fear and hope dice, and if your hope is higher, you live. If your fear is higher, you die. Or it is Blaze of Glory, where you are going to die, but you get a crit on your next action before you do. And the survive is you might get a scar, which you would lose a permanent hope.
The survive, you just roll your hope dice, and you roll higher than the level. And as long as you roll a 2 or higher, you're good.
Yeah.
If you roll under the 2, you get a scar.
Yep. What do we think, Jake?
Sorry, I am confused.
Sure, no worries. Okay, I'll do this just so we can focus for a sec. All right. Do you want them explained again, or do you want to ask a question?
Well, so wait, what's the rolling the die? I heard 2 different things with rolling the die.
So if you choose to survive, you roll your hope die, and if you roll, I think 2 or higher, you do not get a scar. If you roll 1, you do get a scar, which basically means that your maximum hope would go down by 1. Either way, we decide together how the situation gets worse.
Okay.
Or you can risk it all, where you roll your hope and fear, and you need your hope to be higher, or you need to crit. If you do not do one of those things, in other words, if your fear is higher, then you perish and are dead. And the last one is risk it all. You are dead, but before you die, you go out in a grand gesture.
If you do succeed on the rolling of the hope, you clear your HP, I believe, though, and we come back right to the battle.
Correct.
That's why it's kind of risky. You can either roll the hope and get hope or get the fear and die.
Right. So with the choosing to avoid death.
Yep.
I don't see anything here about rolling when you go for just choosing to avoid death. It just seems like you automatically get a scar.
No, you roll your d12, you roll your hope dice, and it should say, where's the death move? I guess. Hold on. Death move.
I mean, I guess that's what I'll do since I only have to
Avoid,
not roll a one. So
roll your hope die. If the value is equal to or under your character's level, they gain a scar. It's at the last sentence of the avoid death.
okay. All right.
So you gotta roll a 3.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
There we go. All right. So now we want to work together to see how this gets worse, Jake. You can come up with something if you want to, or if you want to pitch something.
So when you just how the situation gets worse.
Yeah.
I think this is actually really, to me, this is really obvious. I think this is like a dog that is cowed by another dog. I think Jake is out of the rest of the fight. He just cowers.
Okay.
I think
So that is what would happen because you would stay unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Oh, that happens anyways. Okay.
correct, because you don't come back because you're
Okay.
just surviving. You're unconscious until someone heals you or there's a rest.
Okay.
So I think what I'm thinking, if you're cool with this, possibly is that they get an imprint of your. They get an imprint of your like neural design,
Mhm.
or they get the location of your maker, or at least the cave. But if you don't like either of those, that's okay. We're working together.
Mm-hmm. So I like the imprint. I'm thinking, what do I want that to be? Well, we can work that out later. I think the imprint.
Yeah. So I'm going to narrate this a little bit then, and
Mhm.
we'll get back in. Cool. Because you said you confused, I just counted that as a timeout. That's why I stopped the music, so we can just
Mhm.
get in that. There we go. So, all right. As Jake falls down, you see what looks like essentially a long like wire tube that shoots out of this mouth and hits into the middle of Jake's forehead as the power pulses out, and you can see what appears to be almost like a elongated version of Jake outlined in blue essentia coming into this creature. It glows this mixture of yellow and blue before you just kind of hear sending as you see this beam of that same blue energy shoot out to parts unknown.
Uh-oh.
And with that, I will pass the spotlight.
Did that look like Jake's spirit? We can't let that happen. Jake! Jake! I'm gonna run over and try and put myself between Jake and this not Jake. And attack with my regular stressy dagger.
Let's go.
Stressy situation. Whoa! Wow! This is amazing. I got 12 on both dice.
Crit. There we go.
It's like the crit of crits. So that's 26 to attack, but it was incredible. And that's a did you just take max damage? 16, 20, and then 20 and a stress for this
Max
fella.
and roll again.
Yeah.
Oh, max and roll again.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! That's 35.
35. That would be severe. It is stressed out, vulnerable. I will, since you make it vulnerable on that attack, you may spend a stress to do sneak attack if you'd like.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend a stress to sneak attack. We're really cutting it fine. An 11 damage.
Okay, that is enough to get you above the double severe threshold for an extra HP down.
Woohoo!
So 4 instead of 3. It's
Don't
still-
hurt my friends.
Right. Still up, and you all have the spotlight.
I will also run over to Jake and will empty a potion into his mouth. Never mind. I do not have a healing potion. I have stamina potions. So I scramble frantically looking for a potion but can't find one, so instead I will turn my focus towards this thing that has harmed one of mine, and I will beast shape into a gorilla. It's my more natural form, and yeah, I'm going to attempt to rip this thing apart.
Let's go.
$24 hope.
That's gonna hit.
God, I hope so.
Just 8 physical.
All right. How do you want to do this then?
Yeah, like it's savagely. I'm ripping off limbs and head and just throwing it all over the place. I'm pretty close to being stressed out, so I'm feral at this point.
All right.
You're no longer a panther.
With that, though, it does explode. And so this would just be Farla and Shepard. I do need that instinct reaction.
$12.
23.
All right, Farla, that is 13 magic damage.
Am I allowed to armor this, or is there a reason I can't?
You can do armor, yeah.
Would you allow me to spend stress to take the damage for her?
If you have 3 stress.
I have 2 available.
I'll allow the 2 and an HP then.
Oh, okay. I was going to take all the damage anyways, but yeah, okay. Perfect. So,
We're still going to take the damage, but you take
Gotcha.
4 HP right now to take her damage.
okay. And it was how much?
What?
13.
All right. I will spend an armor slot, and my swarm will take another one, so takes it from severe to a minor.
There we go.
Wow. I just want you to know you just saved me from dying. Thank you.
Pew doesn't even notice. Again, I am full feral at this point.
All right. And with that, You look, this pack that was 5, then 4, and now none of Not Jake's lies around you, strewn out. Black smoke rising from the overload of the machines. You can see through the gate, especially up from the wall or from Bowen's point of view, where people are indeed burned and exhausted, maybe a little bit overloaded, but all right. Jake lies. What'd y'all like to do?
I think I will gather up Jake into my arms, and I'm heading off into the forest to find some dark spot to rest and recover.
All right, so into the woods, not into the town.
No, I would not.
Right, because of your fair eye. I
Yeah.
got the character, yeah. So, whoa.
I think that Fala would look longingly at the gate and at Bones and say, I think we should follow him. I don't think we should let him be alone right now.
You're correct, young one.
All right. Fala's gonna try to follow Pew, but I'm imagining Pew's a little quicker in this situation, and Fala's gonna limp, bleeding and bloody and scratched and just, yeah, torn up by the fight. Try and follow him.
Before Bones leaves the sheath on the wall, she turns back to the town and goes, I told you all the prophecy was gonna come true. The heroes will be back. Don't you worry. Coughs up a bunch of blood and then flies off very gingerly after Farla.
Nice.
Bones, I think you need to put your rib back down your gullet. It seems to
Yeah.
be poking out.
A bunch of the bones are poking out. Hold on. Can you help me with this one?
I'm gonna try and figure out where the rib's meant to go and slot it back into place.
There we go. A little better.
That was rough, huh? I don't think we could fight many more of those, if any more of those.
Oh, darling, that's only what to come.
Do you have anything in there that could help a mechanical being like Jake?
I wish
your
I packed
sleeves?
some more potions, but unfortunately I did not. Rattles lost a bunch of them.
I imagine it would take you to a little bit to find us, but once I find a spot that I feel is hidden, I will take some herbs and stuff out and begin to administer them to Jake, and I will use 3 hope to use regeneration, and you can heal 1d4. Jake.
Yep. You roll.
Nope,
want
you
me-
roll it.
I roll. Three.
And once I see you start to be responsive, that would calm me down a little bit. And I will use Clarity of Nature to reduce my stress by 2 and your stress by 1. And I'm tapped out for druid abilities.
I think Jake's eyes start to glow a little bit. They're pretty dim. You can hear the sort of engine start to kick up inside his body. The red parts start to glow and give off heat again. So he's definitely alive. He's not terribly responsive.
Jake, can you hear us? Can you see us? I want to kind of wave my hand in front of your dimly glowing eyes and see if I can get any kind of reaction, even a blink.
I think that He pauses, looks up at you. He doesn't say anything. He just goes back and his head goes back down. He just lies there.
I think File's gonna call group hug. Group hug team. Do you need some help carrying him back to the town, Shepard? I think we're safe here, but there might be someone that can help us back in town.
I think I'm far more capable than a town full of people who do nothing but play all day.
Nothing but play all day.
That is what you actually found out about Haverlaugh. Is mostly
They just there to have a laugh.
Yep.
That is so silly. All right, well, if we can't trust them, where do we take him?
We should be safe here for the night. We can see how his condition changes in the morning and it's reassessed then. Jake, would I know about the cave? Or your home?
I mean, Jake mentions it, but I don't think he tells anybody where it is.
Cool.
We could go back to the hideout. They at least know a little something about his composition there.
Aren't they the ones responsible for the things that did this?
Well, I think observing Jake all those days ago taught me that perhaps there's something responsible beneath the people who constructed them.
Just to clarify, Jake looks totally fine physically. He doesn't look like, I mean, he's not fully back to health, but he's...
He's just doing a Windows update. I'll be back.
He just doesn't seem interested in talking.
Yeah, and the damage you took is kind of whatever. I'm more concerned with essentially seeing your spirit be sucked up by the other thing and sent away. And I will express that to Farley as well. It's like they've already taken enough of Jake. I'm not giving them more.
Understood.
Jake will just quietly speak up. Did not take. Copied.
So they could use that information to make better not Jakes. Is what I'm hearing. Is that our suspicion?
He sort of looks funny, tilts his head and goes, "That's not logical. Would not be better. I lost."
How did you lose?
Tilts his head again, very confused with what you're saying. They beat me. They are superior.
No, Jake, that's not how this works.
Taking copied from me make them inferior.
Jake, there are parts of you not even you understand. There's so much knowledge and potential in your very being. They're a recipe. You're a masterpiece.
Jake is prototype. First draft.
I think that your independent thought is well ahead of their hive-like mentality. Or do you aspire to be like them?
Don't know. What I aspire to. And he puts his head down and the eyes dim like he is going to sleep.
I suppose we should rest then.
I'll take first watch.
All right, so you kind of put your camp out here, it sounds like. This is going to be long downtime.
I personally am thinking a long rest. How about the rest of y'all? Yeah, I think that one hurt.
Long rest it is.
When we started that fight, I had 1 health and 1 stress left.
Wait, you went into that fight with only 1 health and 1? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, do we do the downtime? You're going to want to describe what you do. You're free to have conversation with each other if there's something you're doing together. For instance, you could do a thing where you fix each other's wounds or any of these types of deals as you kind of process what happened from the battle. But everyone can describe what they're doing.
So I think I'd be in my gorilla form for the most of it. And you'd see me be very restless. I'm just pushing down trees and stomping the ground. Just trying to get rid of restless energy.
For Bones' downtime, he looks very ancient by the time she's now resting. Very weathered, her skeleton's showing almost, her skin's very clenching her body. And you kind of watch her almost wander off into the little woods a little bit. And she places her hand on a tree, and you watch the tree start to wither. And she kind of regains that energy back into herself. Just a little bit, becoming a little more spry. And then she sits down upon a rock, and she pulls out her book and starts going through the prophecy. Eventually, she finds a page, and she remembers showing when Jake looked at this book earlier how it just looked like shaken and scratched. And even though he can read his 300 some plus languages, and she goes, "Jake, look up, boy." Yeah, you crack open an eye. I think she flashes you a page of the book, and you see the glowing letters, the name Shepherd Pugh, Farla, and Jake. And she quickly closes it. And that's her relieving her stress. As she shares a little piece of the prophecy. trying to give a little bit hope back to Jake, showing him there's a reason why he was chosen.
So during the downtime, Jake is pretty motionless, and what clicks on are subroutines that he doesn't have any conscious control over. So basically, the little nanomachines, little bits come out and basically repair the rest of his HP, so repair the rest of his inner workings, but then also comes out and restores the armor. But it's very much feels like the baseline subroutine of what happens. So he's not putting conscious effort into it. It's just the sort of defense mechanisms kicking in that were placed there.
Gotcha.
I think after a big long nap where a bit of energy is restored, Father would go and find some kind of body of water. Maybe it's a little creek or a muddy puddle, and try and wash up a little, take some of the blood off some of the dirt, and forage for things like mushrooms or berries or even pollen, and bring it back to the group and try and lift spirits with a little meal or a little snack of some kind.
Oh, that's where you're relieving some of your stress.
Yes, that's bit of health actually, bit of health and a bit of stress.
Nice. All right. Did we get Puce?
He was
Just restless pacing and beating on my chest. And occasionally just taking some dirt, some grass, and rubbing it on myself and doing my druid stuff and slowly recovering.
Nice.
And recover both my health and stress.
All right. Okay, so after that, you all begin to feel a little bit better. And you look out, and whether, I guess not entirely sure how it makes y'all fear, but you can feel, as you begin to hear the music of Havilath go back up, laughing, and after this time, it aids as now it's night, and lights and laughter, sounds of fun and debauchery come from Havilath like it would. So it's mixed as they needed with these serious people, but they take the first opportunity to kind of go back to the ways they knew.
This just doesn't feel right. How can these people be celebrating while the rest of the dryland suffers?
This is why the dry lands suffer.
Should we raise it?
You'll see a sort of a grin come across my face as I'm reflecting on my younger years where I absolutely would have. The wiser, calmer shepherd will answer back, no, let them have their fun. But we need to stop this Colossus. Prevent any further attacks.
Why did we learn from these people?
Apparently, how to have a good time.
But nothing about what they're using these machines for? Perhaps?
They didn't seem to have much interactions with them. They hid behind the walls and only put up a token defense when the Not Jakes came to the walls.
I see.
We're looking for information. We're probably not going to find it here.
So we keep moving. I think we suspected that we'd need to get to Cinderline anyway. Is that not right?
I looked at Bones and Jake for that one, trying to get them involved in the conversation.
I believe so. That's where the Baron is, right? Oh, we don't know where he is, but
Let's not give him more respect than he deserves. His name is Baron, but he ain't no Baron. We have no Baron.
that's what I mean. I'm just calling him Baron.
I see. Let's see if we can find him in Cinderline. And Fala wouldn't know that we're passing first home on the way, I guess.
Well, I have no better course of action. We all for setting off the center line.
I'm good with it. Come on, Rattles. How you feeling, Jake?
Jake is fine.
Fala notes that Jake isn't fine.
Don't even
Oh,
need an
it's supposed to
insight
be-
check for that.
Bones Old Silver's parlor. Jake don't sound fine. You should watch that one. Prophecy says he needs to be okay.
I think a nice long walk could do this guy very well indeed. We've got nothing but dunes and dirt between us and Cinderline. Let's put feet to earth. Or pause, as it were.
All right. So, choosing to do what to get this in line to find out what Baron is up to. You don't go back to have a laugh. They can have their fun and, well, what passes for joy. Oh, after being there a bit, might just be denial. As you round and realize that in a corner of this place you can pretend to not care, but people are still going to die and suffer unless somebody does something. And with that, you ride south. I do have a question. Are we stopping by First Home on the way to Cinderline? Whether on purpose or on accident, just for narrative, it's up to how we would do it. I'm just curious. It's probably Phil. I think that'd be your.
Yeah, 'cause none of us would know.
Well, Matt's asking for it, but narratively though, if it would just occur, because I don't think Jake would take them there on purpose.
Okay.
But I do wonder if narratively, I feel like narratively speaking, it might make sense, though I don't know if we should.
Could almost be like a homing beacon activated because of what just happened.
Could be something like that.
It's up to you. It just seemed after Liv had said it, go, that is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess what I'm not sure is if it makes sense for it to happen before or after we get to Cinder Home. Or Cinder Line, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to influence you, but I think it might be interesting if you were, worried about what happened to the plans that they got from you.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
So, should we do that? Should we do one before or after Cinderline? I think that was the question. Liv, were you kind of saying before?
We could do it.
Oh, either.
Either. Okay.
We can do it before. That's gonna make more sense.
Someday they'll get to Colossus number 2. Someday.
Yeah, well, I come up here. So, all right. So I would say as we go through, just checking the narrative here, feels like you've kind of solved the major part of the interlude that you were out to do. As far as you kind of know, it was a lot of these creatures that have been doing this. You found out it was the Not Jakes. You've defeated this pack of Not Jakes, ones that were skinning people. You know the source of Yellow Essentia. You know why it's doing what it's doing, essentially. So are we in agreement that that kind of arc is done?
Well, there's something we haven't done. Is that we haven't sent a young man on a journey to tell the farm that we figured out the mystery after this time.
That's true.
Before we leave Haviloff, can I bribe another and energetic teenager to run a message for us?
Yeah, I think there's some people who are here that are going to go back that way, and you can make sure that he'll be like, "I'll take that message." Yeah, because not a lot of people don't live here; they come here for temporarily just to get away from
Torturous reasons.
Yeah, so I think send it back there. And,
Thank you.
Makes sense. All right, very cool. Then with all of that, so I kind of we know what we're dealing with. We are going to end for tonight.